29 years of sailing into the bays, coves and harbours of Newfoundland and Labrador. 29 years of being mesmerized by the beauty, history and the spirits of the place. "29 years of bearing witness to the determination of Mother Nature to retake what was once hers. I smile, thinking how blessed I am to be able to touch into the nooks and crannies of our enormous coastlines, to meet truly genuine people and talk with them about their communities. This video montage of my summer ports of call for 2022 is more than just a travel vlog, but is for me a recognition and a remembrance for the communities lost through a resettlement that still continues to this day. I will let the video and the photographs speak for themselves. I touch into harbours along Fortune and Placentia Bays on the South Coast. I was able to share this experience with my brother-in-law Bob and my niece Katrine. In Fortune Bay, we had the pleasure of dropping into Harbour Breton, Jersey Harbour, Sagona Island, and English Harbour West. While in Placentia Bay, we called in on such notable places as Harbour Buffet, Port Royal, Isle of Allen, O'Dearn, and the spectacular St. Cairns. I make my way to English Harbour West, where the Petites have had a long time influence in the area. Lou shows me around the outbuildings of the Petite premises, and their museum is stockpiled with memorabilia from times past. By the way, there is a grocery and hardware store with gas and diesel available to vehicles and also boats.
You can get it from there.
So what's the selling price?
$9.85. Acid. When you give that to school, of course you rush over.
Yes.
Want to see everything, right?
Yeah. Just like getting the Sears catalog before Christmas.
Yeah.
After a quiet night's stay in English Harbour, we depart for Jersey Harbour, just 17 nautical miles west, where Bob and I, along with Frank and Christiana from New York, anchor for the night. We explore the wrecks of the fishing vessel Rupert Brand II and the coastal boat The Home. We eat a few blueberries and raspberries and wander amongst the grave sites. Some very fine Harbour Bretoners drop by for a chat and demonstrate their hospitality and pride for this very beautiful and historic area. Harbour Breton, just a stone's throw from Jersey Harbour, is a bustling community where we take a tour of Sunny Cottage Heritage Centre. Pansy, our tour guide, goes out of her way to welcome us to the centre and Harbour Breton. It shouldn't be missed. Sagona Island is 7 nautical miles from Harbour Breton. It is a little tricky to enter, but once anchored, it is a comfortable harbour to explore. Meticulously constructed rock cribbing lines the water's edge and bears witness to the pride of local Sagonians. I have not seen this type of construction in other areas of the province. The sailboat High Flyer from Cape Breton dropped anchor for the night, but was off early the next morning. Placentia Bay, which is a day's run from Fortune Bay, is my next destination. It has been described as way too foggy and the seas, at times, hazardous. But with 365 islands and many resettled communities, it has been one of my favorite sailing destinations on the island. I've sailed around Placentia Bay for at least 5 summers since 2004, and Harbour Buffet has always been a place we would go. A good spot to tie up, good hiking, and usually a few people around. Harbour Buffet at one time was the centre of commerce, with over 441 people reported in the census of 1941. I tie up to the wharf at the old Wareham premises, where a wooden schooner, Regina B, was sunk in 1993 and used for ballast for the wharf. Across the harbour is the beached whaling ship, the Fumi Maro 15, which hunted whales from 1967 to 1972. Port Royal is just a 15-minute walk from Harbour Buffet. It is an active harbour, with families of this resettled community still regularly returning. Isle of Allen is another must-see experience, a resettled community where homes and stages can still be seen as they were in the 1960s. When I dropped in here for a night, I ended up staying for 4 days with Barb and Wish King and their grandkids. They opened their door and their refrigerator. Barb is from Isle of Allen, and the house and stage are originally her family home. In another episode in the coming months, Barb takes time with me and provides some history of the area and perspective for resettlement. O'Dearn is my next port of call, and my niece Katrine came along with me. Katrine's mom is a lake, and it is here Katrine came to discover some of her family connections. It was a very special visit for both of us. For me, it was a chance to return, but more importantly to take Katrine here to visit her roots and to experience the emotions of finding grave sites of her relatives. I will be doing an episode of our visit to this very special place. Probably relatives.
Probably relatives of some sort, yeah. Distant. Whew. Oh, Darren's finest, Peter Foote. R.I.P. Mrs. Annie, 1919 to 2005. Soulmates. Forever. Forever loved. G. Lake. Goodbye, oh Darren. My heart is full.
Whenever I sail to this area, I always come back to St. Cairns. It is a place that every Newfoundlander and Labradoran should experience. There's a palpable feeling of loss and loneliness, but also a spirituality as you walk through these two crumbling, spectacular churches of Assumption. It is a testament to the people of the area who built these places of worship with hard labor and, I'm sure, hard cash. The Blue Road, which connects St. Cairns and St. Leonard's, is but a moose path, with windfalls making the walk difficult. Sadly, the wooden church, consecrated in 1921, is deteriorating. The stone church, consecrated in 1859, and the adjacent graveyard is being overtaken by nature and is slowly disappearing. In 2016, I uploaded a video of these churches, and I will provide a link at the end of the video. My journey of discovery and rediscovery continues along this great coastline. It leaves me speechless and in awe, but it reinforces the words of Al Pittman. In all measures of time's turning, it may not matter that the dead are dead, as long as the living live and remember.